Hello everybody, my name's Idiotic Synergy and today we're going to talk about the Delaque Spyker. The best model in all of Necromunda. I'm happy to say this model is perfect. It is the best model I have seen in all of Necromunda. I'm still new to Necromunda, but regardless of that, I generally think this is the best model of all time. It is such a good model. It is so weird. It fits with the Delaque gang, and there's a lot of kit bashing potential. I've already seen people talk about how they're going to alter this guy into like a Primaris Spyker for the Imperial Guard, especially one guy who's running Gene Stealer Imperial Guard. That would be cool. This model is perfect. It is really weird looking, and I'd be too scared to paint it until I get actual paint. I haven't painted anything in 3 months. I'm still needing speed paints. Anyway, other than that, this model's perfect. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. This model's just amazing. Let's start with my favourite thing about this guy is that he's screaming constantly in pain. There's needles going into his head. There's wires all connected to this horrific mass known as his head. This guy's not having the best time, is he? But why is he called a Spyker? The idea of a spy is he's stealthy. How is this guy stealthy? I like to think while they're on missions, they just give him a pillow so he can scream into it. It's like, we know it hurts, Dave. We know it hurts. Here, have this pillow. And then they carry on as normal. Also, this model has quite a nice cloak and weird machinery as well. I like the machinery connected to him. And the fact he's floating he just floats everywhere. It's a weird mix of horrific body horror and Saturday morning cartoon villain. I like this model. I really do like it. I hope to see it on the tabletop one day. Though, as a rule, I hope it does have a rule where if you kill it, or get it seriously injured, you roll 1d6 on a 4 or higher, it detonates. I hope that's a rule, because look at it, he's filled with psychic shenanigans. If you shoot him, he better explode, is all I'm asking. But, it says here that, well, it explains how a Spyker is created. Gangers with a glimmer of psychic potential can be force-fed a concentrated solution of Ghast. I don't know what Ghast is, but my brain immediately went to the Demon Calabar. So, God, that's a horrific image. Anyway, undergoing a dubious kind of evolution, at the end of the process, if their brain doesn't explode, they're gifted with a cape and sent off to work with a Delaque gang, or Delaque gang. That is quite funny. It's like, hey, you survived! Have a cape! Have fun! Ah! Oh dear, where... You know what that reminds me of, though? The whole if their brain doesn't explode, it's good enough. It reminds me of that bit in Meet the Medic, the trailer for TF2, where the medic got this gorilla heart, and he's overcharged the giant gorilla heart, and by the end of it, it looks grotesque and horrible, and he goes, that looks healthy, and just drops it into the medic's, into the heavy's chest. I like to think it's that doctor, it's the medic from the TF2 performing all this. It's like, that looks healthy, meanwhile our brain's bubbling away and stuff. He's healthy enough, go join them. Thanks, Doc. Anyway, I reckon that's what the brain even sounds like. Such a dumb noise. Every time he floats, you just hear... If you nod it... imagine slapping his head. That'd be like hitting a bunch of mashed potato. God, that's a horrible image. It'd be like slapping a jelly mixed with mashed potato. Oh no, that's horrible. Anyway, I want to just slap the head as hard as possible. Just... Maybe it would sound like a wet fart. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I don't know where I'm going. I do like... Now, I do like this, how it's painted. I know I could never paint as well as that, but honestly, the paint for this looks amazing. I like this model. This model's great. And the fact this guy's just in constant agony is not surprising. Also, I did miss a thing here. The Spyker is a psychic sponge soaking up information of anyone nearby. So he reads minds and gets information. But he would have to be quite close. You would hear him. Again, he's not stealthy. You would hear him screaming from like 10 miles away. Anyway, these floating psychers can release... These floating psychers can unleash a variety of unnatural powers, quite distinct from the subtle psychoteric whispers available to Psygeists. So, of course, one of their powers is Psychic Scream. To be fair, they call it a Psychic Scream. I reckon it's just their regular scream. Oh, it cripples their minds with... it forces enemies to flee in terror. No shit, if a guy like that came up to me screaming, I would run in terror. Ooh, it's a psychic scream. He's probably just screaming. And they looked up, saw him, and just went, fuck, okay, we're leaving. It's one of these, run. Psychic scream. It's not, it's a regular scream. Psychic assault or force blast to send them flying. Like so many plastic carrier bags on the wind. On the wind, not in the wind? Anyway. So he can scream, use psychic powers, or fart. Yes, I'm a child. I'm not. It's just like, I like to think he farts. He farts really loudly. And it makes people fly. Maybe that's how he floats. He just really controls farting. Oh, I'm stupid. Anyway. And it says, although they are recruited as hangers-on, so... hangers-on. Hangers-on aren't deliberately part of a gang, like you can have rogue docs and stuff, which will help you in-game. A Spyker is always ready for a fight. They're treated like a regular ganger when you select your crew. Of course, as non-sanctioned Psykers, anyone that takes them out of action. So, you take them out of action and you get lots of creds. Awesome. And I want to know if this was the concept art. Because this guy doesn't look horrified. He looks quite cheerful and menacing. I'm really... Also, his head doesn't look that big. I'm glad they made his head bigger and him just screaming in agony, because that looks really cooler. Yeah, it just looks cooler. This guy, though, I like the concept art. The concept art of this model looks cool. And, yeah, it's still... I think this model, you can enjoy it. If you like Warhammer and Necromunda for the grim darkness of it all, this model fits. If you like Warhammer or Necromunda for the silliness of it, this model fits. It is the best model in all of Necromunda. I generally believe that. This is the best model in all of Necromunda. Unless they release some other weird-ass models, this one's the one to beat for me. This one's the best model. I absolutely love it. And I want to see it on the tabletop. In fact, what I want to see is a bunch of guard models with heads like this. I don't know why. I hope to God the head is separate. So you can put it on different models. That would be so funny. Imagine having an Ogren with a head like that. That would be so cool and terrifying. Oh, now I've got an idea for Slave Ogren. Basically, Slave Ogren with heads like these. And then you ally them with Zinch. Ooh, that could work. Anyway, I have been Idiotic Synergy. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video if you want. I've got a Ko-fi where I occasionally write daft Warhammer stories. And yeah, that's it. I will see you next time. I might do a lore video, or I might talk bollocks about Warhammer or Necromunda or any news related to this wonderful hobby I enjoy. So I'll see you next time.